We now have rock and roll Johnny.
Oh, you finally got your guitar, huh?
I did. I went and got a guitar, and it's a beautiful guitar. It is
Mm-hmm.
a ESP. Yeah, I got
Okay.
to put one picture up there. Let me put the picture of it up here. Now, I wanted to take your advice. I did.
Okay.
I was gonna go. I was gonna go to ZZ Sounds and order a guitar on there. I was gonna get a
Mm-hmm.
Strat, and I had the amp all set up. And I says, "Well, you know what? There's a pawn shop literally a half a block away from my building." So I went down to the pawn shop, and there was this dude, like musician looking dude. Like you could tell, like the guy. I don't know what he was, man. He was like he was wearing shark tooth earrings. Okay.
Okay.
And he had like a big like 80s hair metal perm with like black hair with like
Mm-hmm.
white streaks in it. Insane.
Uh-huh.
And I see him walking into the pawn shop with a guitar case. I go, "Wait, what do you got in there?" And he goes, "Oh, I just got some piece of shit ESP." I says, "Well, how much you want for it?" He goes, "I don't know. I'm gonna go see what they want to give me for it inside." And he comes back out and goes, "How much you gonna give me?" I go, "I don't know, $40." He goes, "Sold." So I bought this guitar from some washed up hair metal guy for $40. Now, not bad.
I
I
no.
looked it up. They're like a brand new. They're like a $300 guitar. So it's not like I stole it from them or anything.
Right, right. No, this is definitely like a guitar that you would eventually replace. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Nothing special. Nothing big. So then after I
But
bought the guitar from the guy,
okay.
I went and got an amp,
Mm-hmm.
and this fucker screams.
Why?
It's
What's
a lot.
what's so bad about line 6?
It's a 15-watt line 6. It doesn't have the modulating. It's just a shitty amp. There's no like. It doesn't sound good. I thought like the line 6 like I watched online, but you got to get the better one. I bought this for $20.
Well, there you go. I mean, shit, for $20, you could have gotten a goddamn amp that clips onto your clips onto your belt. I've seen motherfuckers with those.
And it's the pigment, the pig nose. That's what Ralph Macchio did on Crossroads. You haven't seen Crossroads yet, have you?
No, I don't believe I have.
Oh, if you're a guitar player, your assignment this week is to watch Crossroads, and it's Ralph Macchio, the Karate Kid.
Uh-huh.
He meets an old blues man in New York City, and they're going to go down to the Four Corners to get that old man's soul back.
Oh wait, actually, I think I have seen this movie, but it was like a long ass time ago. I don't
And
remember
then,
a lot of it.
yeah, at the very end, they had the Steve Vai guitar solo duel with
Oh,
the
yeah, you played it last week.
yep. So that movie, right? I don't
Okay.
know why, because I'm a guitar player now. I got to watch all the cool guitar player movies.
Right, right.
So I've been playing for a week. I tell you what, fuck, that shit ain't nothing, man. I already recorded.
Oh
I
yeah.
already 1 weekend. I got a recording.
Okay.
I'm
All right.
dude. I'm ripping. I'm fucking rolling it, bro.
Okay. Now how did you record this?
Just straight right into my phone
Okay.
from the
So
line 6 amp, right direct in.
okay, I gotcha. I feel you.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, like everybody listened to the beginning of the intro because I ruined it on purpose because I wanted to hide your great guitar playing. I really am an evil prick. I don't know if you've noticed that yet, but
I feel like if I didn't realize that, I would have. I feel like I would have left a long time ago. I feel like I would have noticed that by now.
yeah, I mean, my private investigators did find a family picture of yours. We're going to play later, but we'll talk about that later.
Well, depending on how good the results are, I'll determine whether it's worth paying the guy or not.
So I went and one of the guys on my Twitter reached out to me and he goes, I can teach you how to play guitar in 2 weeks. And I said, really?
Okay.
2 weeks? And I was like, 2 weeks? And I'm like, well, my co-host of my show, he doesn't want to teach me because he knows that I'm a prick.
He doesn't listen. He doesn't have the patience. He doesn't have the time, and I know that he's going to call bullshit as soon as I teach him anything about a pinch harmonic or what an octave is. He doesn't give a shit.
And that's we're good enough. Friends or co-hosts to know that we shouldn't hang out after the show.
Yeah, once a week for about an hour is enough.
That's what keeps the show fresh. Like, we're talking everything's fresh this week. We're not talking behind the scenes.
Yeah, exactly.
So this guy, he reached out to me and he goes, I can teach you how to play in 2 weeks. You'll be playing like kick-ass playing. I'm like, okay, cool. So should I get into the boring details of my first lesson?
Sure, go ahead.
So what you do is you take your first finger, put it on the first fret, right?
Uh-huh.
And you strike down.
Yes.
Okay? Second finger, second fret, you strike up.
Yes.
Third finger down, fourth finger
Yes.
up. Now you move to the next string.
Yes.
And he said, just do that every day for 30 minutes a day and don't do anything else. Just do that. He goes, it's going to suck and it's boring and do it to a metronome. I'm like, okay. I'm 1 week in and I'm already shredding. I'm shredding.
Okay. Now here's the real test, though. Do the same thing, but in reverse.
That might be lesson 2.
Yes, that is lesson 2. But that first step is the good thing. I believe it was Steve Vai that said that as long as you do that and you can do that and control it at will, then yeah, that's really all you need for the sake of muscle memory anyway, just to get your fingers strong and used to moving at whatever speed you want. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I looked in the mirror. He goes, "What kind of guitar player you want to be?" And I says, "You know what? I want to be a shredder. I want to shred.
Yeah.
I don't even want to learn. I don't even want to know chords. I'm just shredding all the time. No chords. I don't want no chords, no power chords. I'm just going to play the leads all the time."
All right. Well, that's going to be a tough one because I can float some artists your way that you might use as an inspiration or something to shoot towards. But if you're going to be a shredder lead all the time, you're going to come across people where you're just like, man, it's not even worth it anymore. There are just some people that are just way too good.
And I was going to join a death metal band, but then somebody sent me this. And I don't think so. I don't know if you've noticed, but them death metal guys, they weigh like 100 pounds and they're always banging like big chicks. Like, I mean, this is right on. The only thing that's missing is his camouflage shorts on the floor.
Yeah, his camouflage shorts on the floor. And yeah, you are totally right. I never really noticed it until now, but you are totally right.
And for some reason, when those big death metal loving chicks put on like the goth makeup, I think they're hot. I mean, I'm not going to bag on them.
Yeah, of course.
Sometimes if you're fat and ugly, sometimes just putting a costume on get you some dick. You know what I mean?
Yeah, sure. Fat girls need love too.
I mean, we talked about my friend Tony in the beginning episodes, how he dresses up like a woman and now gets laid more than anybody.
Yeah, I mean, good for him, her, I guess.
And, I've been shredding. I did some recordings. I figured out my style. I'm going to go full shred.
Okay.
Full ass shred. And you got to just picture this, folks. Now, this is a cool guy with this cool red guitar. And I only play standing up. I don't sit down. I ain't no pussy. I like to turn the amp up. I like to sit on my 14th floor balcony of my condo. And it literally took a minute and a half for somebody to say, Shut that shit up.
Oh yeah, it doesn't take long. Everybody knows what an electric guitar sounds like.
There's 18 dogs in the building barking nonstop, but as soon as I try to play Smoke on the Water, we're calling the housing authorities.
All right, well then, one thing that I would recommend then is headphones, specifically headphones that can plug into your output of your amplifier, so that way
Yes.
you won't disturb anybody.
There's a input jack and a headphone jack on the front of the amp, so
Yes.
not only can I listen to it with headphones, I can play some hot tunes through there and jam along.
Yes.
But you know, I think I'm going all original though. I ain't copying nobody. I got my own style.
Okay. All right.
I mean, you
Again,
know, last week I told you I was
I'm
buying a
digging-
kit.
Yeah, I'm digging the confidence, like I said last time.
I mean, last week you were like, dude, it's going to take it took me 10 years to learn how to play. I'm like, dude, you don't know me. You know, you don't know how driven I am to be the next guitar superstar.
I am so driven that I literally bought a guitar off a stranger outside a pawn shop, and I took
did.
advice from a stranger on Twitter as opposed to talking to you, a guy who's been playing guitar for 10 years.
Exactly. What a dick. First of all, you tell me what gear to buy. You tell me how to do it. What do? I go and do the exact opposite. I go buy a piece of shit guitar. I don't even know what intonation is. The strings are like 8 feet away from the neck.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, it's like playing a mid-century cello. It's set up so bad.
Oh, yeah. You gotta either... I'd have to see the back of the guitar to be sure, but you either got to adjust the tension rod that is in the neck, or you need to take off the bridge and either replace it or shave it down.
Yeah, I don't think the middle string should sit higher than the ones at the top.
No, that is way too high.
But you know what? Maybe Jesus sent me that guitar like that for a reason. Because I have a style.
My style involves slicing my fingers open and bleeding all over the guitar neck because I need that much tension.
I mean, this guitar might have been given to me. The devil itself is red.
Maybe.
So, I mean, I had to record it. I mean, this is like revolutionary music. You know what I mean? Are you high enough to listen to it yet, or should we wait till the end of the show to play my virtuoso?
How dare you ask me if I'm high enough for this shit?
How high am I? I forgot we even had a show tonight.
Yeah. Wait, are we live right now? I thought we were talking. Holy shit.
Hold on. Did I hit the record button? It's going pretty good so far. Something bad. All right. Knock on wood. Anyways. Yeah. So, yeah, I don't know. I think, you know what? Are we going to let, we got 7 listeners on right now. I mean, can we let them down? I think they're really interested to hear how good a guy sounds in 7 days from punch up guitar, baby amp, and lessons from a stranger.
I mean, I have a pretty good idea on how this is going to turn out, but I will withhold judgment.
You know, at first I thought, you know, you guys got to listen. Hopefully you guys are stoned with us listening tonight. You got to be high. I said it at a certain frequency that only affects people that are high. So it only sounds good if you're high. So if you're not high, it's going to sound like a turd coming out of the speakers.
Oh, that's how it works.
Yeah, it's like it's super stoner frequency. I got to, maybe you can help me name it. Maybe we can get this out on TikTok right away.
Either of us need a TikTok.
I mean, there's still time to get on that Warped Tour, isn't it? I could headline it.
Yeah, I just need to practice for another 2 weeks and I'll be at Warped Tour. Don't even worry about it.
2 weeks.
Yeah.
Oh my god. All right. Well, fuck it. Let's play it. I mean, this is the world premiere, and I got to name it though. I got to come up with a cool name.
Well,
Johnny
how
Cush.
about let me listen to it and I could probably help come up with a name.
Maybe we should call it Johnny Crush because I crush it.
Not bad. Crush with a K. I like it.
Johnny Crush. All right, man. World premiere. This is gonna blow your minds. I've only been playing guitar for 1 week. Not even a week. 6 days.
All right.
6 days. 6 days, and I'm already. They're gonna call me Mozart after this.
All right. Let's hear the fruits of your labor.
All right. Let me know when you want it to stop. When your pants get wet, you let me know. Okay.
Okay.
This is really gonna fucking rock your world. Intense. Fucking Nas, look out, buddy. I'm coming for you. Why is it not playing? Oh, here we go. Hear that vibrato? Here's where it gets heavy. I hit the distortion here.
Definitely distortion here.
You hear the sustain? It's kind of fretting out a little bit. It's fretting out just a little bit.
Yeah, you know what? I think I get what you mean by the action being a little high. I can kind of hear it.
It's just clean, gentle. This is song number 2. This one's called Falling in the Ring. Falling in the rain, man. So wet. So wet. Yeah, man, it's wet. So wet. So wet. Falling. Now my clothes are wet. Rock and roll. Cool guy out. It's my acoustic size of my ballad. Red Rose has its thorn.
Alright, can you
Every storm is wet. Now this is I did do a cover. I don't know. I hope we don't get demonetized for this.
Maybe. Let's see. Let's test the waters.
It might be so bad the computer won't catch it.
Maybe.
This is my surf rock, like WATP Carl. I want to be a surf rocker. This is where it gets intense, like the Beatles. Super layered.
No wonder
this is
they're yelling at you.
I do have another one more. This is me live. It's me playing along the song. All right, I have another hour and a half of that, but I don't think we're probably gonna, I don't want to play too much of it.
Well, yeah, you gotta save it for the album, and when you get a proper studio time.
Sneak peek, just showing my progress.
Yeah. So,
oh my God, I'm terrible.
So I have several questions.
Yes, let's go.
Okay. First of all, I understand that what the guy told you about the 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 up and down the strings. I get that, but did he tell you anything about how to strum a guitar and how to hold a pick?
No,
because I could hear you slapping that thing like crazy.
It's bad. So last night I got so fucked up. I mean, I got fucking shit faced drunk, and I hit the record button, and I jammed it, and I played it back, and I'm like, "Holy shit, this is fucking awesome!" And it's not. I've always wondered how these artists could put out these shitty songs, and I realized, no matter how bad it is, if you create it, you like it. Maybe that's why nobody likes my show. I'm about as good at broadcasting as I am playing the guitar, it seems.
Well, let's see. Are you worse at broadcasting or playing the guitar? Guess you're gonna have to practice playing the guitar more to find out. Wouldn't that be a fucking crazy thing? Out of everything else that you have tried in life, turns out that you are a damn good guitar player this whole time. That would be fucking insane.
I just want to learn how to play it. It's going to take a long time.
Well, it's going to take a long time, or it's just going to take up a lot of your time, depending on how dedicated you are to it. Like, there are people like fucking Dimebag Daryl was one. I think Van Halen was one. And also Steve Vai also did this, where they would, when they were like teenagers, they would literally do nothing but just wake up with the guitar on top of them and then just go about their day just playing the guitar, doing everything with this guitar wrapped around their neck. And they would just do everything they can to play the guitar, eat, hang out with family, do whatever, and then just fall asleep playing guitar. And then they just wake up and do it all over again. And then by the time they were adults, they were fucking legends.
The cool thing with those guys, if you ever saw them, they had a guitar in their hand. No matter what, eating dinner, there'd be a guitar in his hand. Take a couple bites of chicken and start playing guitar again.
Yeah, people kept telling him, "Man, that's bad for the neck. You should really stop."
And I don't know if you have Paramount Plus, but they just did the Wolfgang Van Halen Behind the Music.
Oh, I didn't know that.
It is so good. I watched it a couple nights ago because, I'm one of you guys now. I'm like Van Halen. I'm a guitar player. And I hope you guys all realize that are listening. I'm being sarcastic, by the way. All right?
No, well,
I know I suck.
Also, one thing that you got to realize is that musicians are full of snooty, elitist assholes. So even if you are being sarcastic, it doesn't matter.
Hey, Steven Tyler said walk the walk until it's time to walk. And that didn't make sense until I figured it out.
I figured that out on day 3.
But I would admit it. I cried like a bitch during that. Oh my God, that was so horrible. It was so sad. It literally was just Wolfgang Van Halen crying for an hour with his mom crying for an hour. It was horrible, but it was great. I mean, it was really good.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I get what you mean. It's sad to see the family fucking upset about losing Eddie. That fucking sucks to see. But yeah, good production. I got what you meant.
And he talked about Eddie Van Halen, being all fucked up one night. I'm gonna let one story through, and then we'll move on. Of course, I don't know. I got to be that guy that's got to repeat what he saw in the documentary. Then he was all fucked up on pills and fucking drinking and doing coke at fucking 49 years old on the road.
Yep.
And I guess one night after the show, Wolfgang busted his door open, grabbed him by his overalls, and says, "Why are you fucking ruining this?" And then he came out drunk again the next night.
Learned nothing.
You gotta love Eddie.
Yeah. One thing I learned learned about Wolfgang was I forgot what interview it was, but someone asked him if his dad ever taught him any tricks on how to play guitar. And Wolfgang was just like, "Fuck no." It's like, my dad is the worst guitar teacher in the fucking world. He's like, let me tell you a story. I went up to him at one time when I was trying to play guitar. I was trying to learn a song, and I went up to him and I said, "Hey, Dad, how do I play this solo part of this song?" And he took the guitar from me and he said, "Oh, you just do it like this," and then just gave it back to me. It's like, you just do it, stupid.
It was he made him play phone books on the coffee table. He says, as soon as you can learn how to play the AC/DC beat, I will buy you a drum set. And I didn't know Eddie would jam with him all the time.
Oh yeah.
Look at 4-year-old kid playing drums better than Alex, he said. It's insane how talented that Van Halen kid is, but he ain't no Johnny Crush or what is it, Cush? No, not Cush. Crush.
You know what? You need a ridiculous umlaut over the U, so it's Crush.
Crush, Johnny Crush.
Yeah.
Oh my God! Yeah. So as you can see, we'll check back next week if I made any progress in my new hit record.
Yes.
Something that bummed me out today. I got the free Sirius again.
Uh-huh.
And you know who else is learning how to play guitar? That goddamn Howard Stern. I'm like, oh my God, why are you stealing that from me? Everybody say, oh, you're ripping him off.
I mean, I could make that argument about anybody who is a teenager or in their middle ages going through a midlife crisis. Everybody wants to learn how to play guitar at some point. It's just that 80% of them fall out at some point.
Yeah, I mean, I've been just preparing for the party aspect of it. I wanted to get that down first. And now I'm going to start. I'm going to start with the addiction first and then do the guitar. See, on All Behind the Music, they start the guitar first and then the addiction comes.
Yeah, but see, if they've been training for the addiction before they did the music, then they probably would have lived longer.
Exactly. So that's my step. That's my 2-step plan of being a rock star. First, become a junkie, sex addict. I got that checked off. Me and you were growing our hair out and then hair pills in 1 week. Unbelievable. I mean, me and Marco went in 1 week. We went from this is me and Marco last week, and now we went and saw rock and roll stylist Stevie, and now look at us. Now we're cool guys. Last week we were nerds. Now we're cool guys. A little too close to each other, but we're gay. But
I mean, listen. The green screen was small. The dude was cheap. I was weirded out by it too, but I just wanted to get it done quick and just get it over with.
And we are running. We're going to do a contest coming up very shortly, and I want you guys to all AI print what you think we look like, and the ones who actually guess it will win a prize of some sort.
Yeah, if you could somehow AI generate my face, I'll give you. I don't know. I'll give you I'll mail you $5 and a picture of a crisp high five. I don't know.
I mean, this is the first time you're going to hear the new guitar duo, Marco and Johnny.
Yeah, we're going to be like a cacophony.
Yeah, we're going to be like the next Becker and Friedman.
Yeah, that's why I said cacophony.
I was just telling the folks who was in it.
Oh.
I don't know. I smoked all 3 kinds of weed tonight before we started. I did sativa, indica, and hybrid. I put them all in one bowl. And I said, let's go.
You turned it into a super hybrid.
A super hybrid salad tonight we're smoking. What do you got your hands on tonight?
Actually, this one It's just called energy. That's literally
good.
what it's called. It's just called energy. It's very high sativa, and it's called energy. What could possibly go wrong?
I don't know, a guy playing a shitty 3-minute guitar solo that probably ruined everybody's high that was listening.
Hey, that sounds like a you problem.
No, that was just, you're like, oh my God, shut this shit up. I heard you 3 times. I'm like, nope. He's like, okay,
Well,
that's
because-
enough. That's about enough of that.
That was because I had questions.
That's about enough. All right, I got something. I have something I think that's gonna change the world.
Other
I got a
than
new
your guitar
invention.
playing.
No, moving on from the guitar playing. Now I'm gonna go into my entrepreneurship.
Okay.
Now think of this. Every time you walk in to a KFC, it's got an aroma that is spectacular. It is.
Mhm.
It's inviting. It reminds you of home. Reminds you of country. It reminds you of farm size. Reminds you of a sweet gentleman in a white suit with a weird mustache selling secret chicken. It's nothing smelling. You can go to Popeyes.
Is this
Ain't
your-
smelling like that.
Is this your pitch to Shark Tank?
This is my pitch to Shark Tank. This is
Okay,
it.
all right. I'll be a shark.
And I think the executives at this firm will enjoy this idea. You know, I go to all the chicken places. I go inside all. I go to churches. I go to Popeyes. I go, the jerk Kane's place. I don't like him. I don't like guys who push puppies on products. But that's nor here or there. But what I do love is the red and white, the sweet gentleman of the South, the sweet smelling of 17 herbs and spices that would drive a BBW in a lesser fortunate part of town horny. A scent that can be bottled in a drumstick. Introducing the KFC cologne.
All right. Now, before we talk about the actual percentages here, is this just 100% chicken grease, or is this a chemical substitute that smells like the chicken?
You know, I think we'd have to go chemical substitute because of the shelf life. Because I don't think these are going to move quickly to begin with, but they will catch on.
So one could argue that this isn't authentic.
Not well. It's authentic smelling.
So the herbs and spices are still in the mix.
Yes, yes, and no. It depends on the shelf life of the herbs and spices.
Okay.
See, much
and,
much like Coca-Cola. I don't know if you've had a Coca-Cola lately, but on the label, it now says original taste. It no longer says original formula.
Right.
So this could be
Okay.
original smell, but not from original. Because I don't think you could put pieces of raw chicken into a thing and have it sit in somebody's bathroom.
Okay, fair enough. So do you make this yourself? Do you have some dude in a shed who's making these? Where do you get the chemicals to make this smell?
Well, you know, we could do it here in America, but that's going to cost about 87 cents a bottle. I got a guy in China that can do them for 3 cents a bottle.
Damn, you can't beat that.
And I'm thinking of ordering 1 million of them.
Mm-hmm.
Cost me 30 grand.
Okay, 30 grand. And how much of your business are you looking to sell?
I'm looking to sell 91% of it.
You're willing to sell a vast majority of your business of KFC perfume. 91% of it for how much?
$1 million.
$1 million to essentially buy you out on a KFC product that costs you roughly $300,000 out of pocket.
Yes, but if you were to sell a million bottles, that would be $100 million. You would make
At-
$99 million off of me on this.
I could just imagine the sharks just like staring at you, just being like, "What is this crazy motherfucker even talking about?"
First of all, that looks more like a ball sack than a drumstick.
It does. I
And-
thought it was like a painted light bulb or something.
And if there wasn't a beak on top, it would look kind of like a dick with the cover on it, with a ball on the bottom.
Yeah, why is there a beak on it?
It literally looks like you're giving it literally looks like you're about ready to blow a guy. And you see the bottom of the balls and the dick coming up. Thank God there's a beak on top.
just in case anybody wants to make any comments about your KFC perfume. It's like, no. See, it's a chicken leg. See the chicken beak? How dare you shame me for my KFC perfume?
And there'd be a guy like, well, why is there a beak on on a chicken's leg?
Because if there was no beak, it would look like a dick.
It's called veiny.
Yeah, like literally, if you just put your thumb over that picture, and you just put your thumb over the cap and the KFC logos, like that looks like a fucking ball sack.
It's bad. And this, folks, this is what happens when you hang out with guys that are high all the time.
Oh yeah,
This is every conversation I've ever been in with guys that are high with their stupid inventions.
No idea on how to even, actually make the product or how to produce it or how to market it at all. But we just sit around and go like, hey, wouldn't it be great if...
Well, you started to stump me and you asked me, well, what are you going to use for ingredients? Like, let's not worry about that.
Yeah. What? Why are you asking me these questions like I own the company or something? You do own the company. Oh shit.
Why are you crushing my chicken dreams?
Why are you ruining my hypotheticals with logic?
Every circle has a guy like that. It is the inventions that I've heard over the years. I don't even know where to start. I mean, I bet you've heard a few.
Oh yeah. I've heard quite a few. I remember there was a dude who said that he swore up and down that he invented putting ice cubes in a bong. I was like, you are out of your fucking mind. There is no way you invented that shit.
I think it was the Eskimos.
The Eskimos? Where the fuck are they gonna grow weed out of the tundra?
And, it used to be a lot cooler too before Google. Back in the day, I wish I would have been getting high back in like 1960s. Was no Google? You could just tell people whatever you want, and they'd have to believe you.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, I forgot who it was. There was a comedian who had a bit about that, where he's just like, before smartphones and before the internet, if someone lied to you and just made up some shit, you would have to like go to the library, rent a book on the subject, maybe 3 of them, and do your research just to see if the dude told you if what that dude told you yesterday was true or not. Are you really going to go out of your way to look up if that dude was telling the truth? Fuck no.
No, fuck no. You ever have some spare time? Watch the Rockford Files.
Yeah.
They needed to look something up. So they had to go to the library and get those fucking film. What are they? What do you call them things? Like the slideshow.
Yeah. The picture slides. They had to pull up the projector with the.
Yep. They go through and look at the old papers. Then you have to drive back to the station, get the guy's number and his address.
People. It's crazy to think about that there are people that exist out there where the internet was always a facet of their lives. You know what I mean? Like, I was at the tail end of when the internet was just it was just a computer. It was just a spot in your home. It wasn't always in your pocket everywhere you went. You still went about life and did things normally, but now everyone's connected to the internet. Everyone knows the same thing. But I tried to like talk to my younger cousins and shit about like, you do realize that the internet only existed in like 1996, right? The internet hasn't been around that fucking long. What the fuck do you think people have been doing for the last 300 years? You know?
Exactly. Uh, you didn't have to. You had a phone book there that had everybody's phone number in it.
Yeah, and they gave that shit away for free.
And I swear to God, it was so much easier to find shit, information wise, with the yellow pages. Like you'd open it up, like, I want a pizza, and you open it
Yeah.
up. You don't got fucking 6,000 ads for Domino's going on. No, it's
Yeah.
like no. I want to buy a local pizza. I'm out of town. I'm in my room. I want a local pizza from a local place.
Yeah, and then you call up the guy and then he tells you to go fuck yourself. You're too far away. Go call this other place.
Exactly. Then at 1 morning, Domino's is coming. It's a silly fucking place open anywhere. That's the only reason Domino's is open. I swear to God, because it's the only place open at night.
Yeah, Domino's and I don't know about you, but Pizza Pipeline's always open at fucking ridiculous ass hours where they're just like, yeah, we're open until 3 in the morning on a Wednesday. It's like, fucking why?
They must be close to a college.
I guess so. That has to be it.
That's the one good thing about living by a college. You can get pizza till 4 in the morning.
You know what? I never really thought about that. That is a good point.
Because fucking, there's not a lot of guys like me. I get hungry at about 3 a.m. That's about my dinner time usually.
Well, you sleep all day and you don't wake up until the sun starts kissing the mountainside.
Exactly. No reason to see that sun. It's got cancer in it.
Yeah, it's giving us all cancer. Why are you looking at me weird? You're the weirdos walking around in broad daylight getting cancer.
So we found a picture of a young Marco. Unbelievable. His proud father, brand new car.
Okay.
This was Marco's upbringing. There's Marco sitting on the stair right there.
Yes, and who could forget Boss Hog, my granddad?
Could you imagine? This isn't Marco's nothing. It's just a joke. Could you imagine your father being like that, though? Taking you to school in the fucking hot rod Pinto with the big fat tires on the back?
Right. Imagine.
Oh my God.
But yeah, in all honesty, God. I mean, the thing about people like that, though, is that look at that fucking motor. You know that one of two things. That car is going to fly like a goddamn bird, or it is going to explode. There is no in between.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out if that's a Pinto or a Pontiac.
It looks like a Pontiac
Sunbird
to me.
Like a Pontiac Sunbird?
I'm pretty sure it's a Pontiac, but I might be wrong.
I mean, that car weighs nothing. That motor is ridiculous. It's got a blower on it, for Christ's sakes.
Yeah, you hit a concrete barrier, you're gonna do a fucking double front flip before you just land head first into the fucking ground.
And you know what the really saddest thing is about 2024 is that a Tesla is faster than that car. A 4-door family car would blow that right off the drink strip.
Yeah. I mean, I remember, back in like the early 2000s, people were making fun of electric cars, and they were just fucking shitter cars, or they're just like, you can't even go 8 hours in an electric car. Go fuck yourself. But now with fucking Tesla and shit, electric cars are starting to get more and more viable. It's getting crazy, man.
It is, and the funny thing is, I don't think that's what's going to be the end of it. There's something better coming along.
I say hydrogen powered cars.
They already exist in California.
I know they do, but I want more of them.
Hydrogen powers, nuclear fusion cars. Nuclear fusion is going to be nuclear bombs running into each other on the fucking freeway.
Well, or they'll just they'll just force everybody to use these self-driving cars once they figure out how to tie AI and quantum computing together.
Yeah, I mean, they already have the self-driving cars that are picking people up. That freaks me out. That's just crazy.
Yeah, I don't trust that shit at all. I trust a car controlled by an AI as much as I controlled me as much as I trust me riding a horse, which is not at all.
I get on a no fucking horse.
Yeah, I'm not getting on that fucking horse. It has a mind of its own. It's not gonna listen to me. You know what I mean?
I'm gonna give everybody a little advice out there, because I've done this. We all do stupid shit because you want to get laid. Of course, I went on the horseback riding trip for the special one.
Mm-hmm.
My balls hurt so goddamn bad. I couldn't even bang for 2 weeks because my balls kept just bouncing into that fucking stirrup thing. Not
Now
stirrup,
you know
the
what the-
saddle.
Now you know what the chaps are for.
Jesus Christ! I'm like, I just gotta go home and put some ice on my balls. I don't even want to fuck you right now. My balls hurt so bad.
And you start doing that wide arch waddle.
It's literally like getting your balls kicked 300 times.
Yeah, that alone is the reason why I don't ride horses, but also because I don't trust them. Either they're super fucking stupid and they'll kill me, or they're way too smart and they'll kill me.
Speaking, just don't, guys. No matter how hot she is, no matter how much you're in love, don't ride a horse. No,
Yeah,
we have mopeds now. We have motorcycles.
Yeah, my buddy when he got married, him and his wife went to a dude ranch for their honeymoon, and she went off to ride horses, but he didn't, because he didn't trust horses at all. But the dude who ran the ranch like really wanted him to get on the horse, and he was just like, "No, I don't like horses. They freak me out." And the guy said, "Oh, you don't have to worry about horses. They're like giant dogs." And he just looked at him. He was like, "That's even worse."
I don't like horses. I don't like them. Don't like
No,
them. They're nasty. They're nasty animals.
Yeah, they're like I said, they're incredibly fucking stupid, but then the really smart ones, they're really fucking clever, and they do shit that no horse should be able to do. You know what I mean?
They're assholes. They're like internet trolls. Them horses. They laugh at you.
Yeah, they're like one of the few animals that exist that genuinely appreciate music. It's very bizarre.
Yeah, I think they put Beyonce in one of them dancing horses.
Oh, I saw a video of a dude blasting Pantera out of his car, and the horse was headbanging like a motherfucker. It was awesome.
Then, oh my god, yeah, horses are a bad idea.
I mean, I can understand their practicality for, if you have a farm and you don't want to, waste gas or something like that. You know what I mean? I get that, but just for the sake of having a horse or riding a horse, no, I'm pretty sure I can live without riding a horse. I'm good.
And I understand why the women like them. They get that pussy beat up for 2-3 hours straight. That's why they got to wear them special pants. They don't let the water out. Them riding pants.
Yeah.
And by the way, you're never going to give a woman that rides a horse an orgasm. That's just a tip from old Uncle Johnny.
Not only is that a tip, I'm pretty sure that's an old joke.
Probably. Call me Hackman. I sit here and do this show with an open joke book.
Right. Hopefully no one knows that this has been referenced dozens of years ago.
I don't even know why we started talking about horses, to be honest with you, but
Me neither.
marijuana salad coming in strong.
The super hybrid salad.
We did. Somebody did out their wife today on the air, though, and I want to give a big shout out to Beth Stern for dropping the edibles.
What do you mean dropping the edibles?
She's taking that. Howard Stern's pissed off because she likes to take the edibles, and apparently she's some kind of pothead now.
I mean, if it pissed off Howard Stern, then yeah, good for you.
Could you imagine making $1 billion doing this? What we do?
I mean, I can, but I would. I feel like I would get lost.
And would you sit in your house and your only indulgence in life was a cup of hot water? No drinking, no weed, no anything. Just psychotherapy, hot water, and rice.
Hot water, rice. I just like to read.
And, he's complaining that she leaves too many. He's been eating too many peanuts. Been eating a handful of peanuts a night. He's getting fat. I mean, what the fuck is going on that show? It's bad.
Yeah, that's what they're talking about on that show. Number one, why are you bitching about your wife eating edibles? Why the fuck do you care? And second of all, why does she care if you're eating peanuts unless you're making a massive fucking mess?
Oh, I just can't even imagine. It's billions of dollars. You just sit at home and do nothing and play with cats all day.
Yeah, this dude gets paid $1 billion to do that, and we literally do it for free. I don't know if you've ever listened to the Howard Stern show recently, but it is fucking unbearable, man.
Yeah, I watched it today. I was listening to it today, and it is so bad. Like he's talking about eating nothing. He doesn't eat anything.
Yeah, that tends to happen when you're dying of fucking leukemia, right?
Oh my god, what a night tonight, huh? A big debut of my guitar playing extravaganza.
Actually, you know what? We joke about that, but I think you should do that just to see if there actually is progress. You know what I mean? Where like a month from now is just like, all right, so here's me 4 weeks after getting the guitar, and then all right, now here's me from 4 weeks ago, and we'll see if there's any progress or not.
Yeah, we'll check in once a month because you're not going to notice a bunch of improvements in a week.
Yeah, I think that'd be a good thing. Like, yeah, save that recording that you did just now, and then a month from now, do another recording, and we'll see if there's any improvement.
I thank Burnt Wine for sending a picture of a cookie. Is that Cookie Monster? Monster? I don't know why I can't say Monster. Is that Cookie Monster?
Looks like Cookie Monster.
Kind of Cookie Monsters.
Thank you for the Cookie Monster, I guess.
Yeah. Thank you, Burnt Wine. Burnt Wine. That'd be a good name for the new studio project.
Your name has been stolen, just like all my riffs.
I did want to bring something up to you, though, as a musician before we leave tonight. Everybody's getting their shit ripped off from Spotify.
Yes.
Holy shit, that's crazy how somebody that's just better at working the algorithm can take one guy's song, change the name of it a little bit, put the same song on, and make money off of it. It's crazy.
Yeah, it is crazy, but at the same time, like long before this fucking happened, how many many albums, how many songs do they have on Spotify to begin with? And then on top of that, they also have remastered versions of those albums. So if someone did do that, yeah, it probably would skate under the radar for a long fucking time because there's literally millions upon millions of songs to dig through. And the only way for you to like properly correct it and validate it for yourself is if you get someone, an actual person, to listen to it and go, wait a minute, there's some fuckery going on here, as
That's
opposed
my
to an
song.
as opposed to an algorithm going like, well, yep, that's a song, it's copyrighted, that's a song that exists. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they're like, well, these guys, you can't sue anybody. They don't even know who
No,
these people are that are stealing from them.
no.
So, the Two Stone intro might be a hit song in Bangladesh right now. We don't know.
Wouldn't that be wild? They just hear my fucking guitar riff in like some fucking Bollywood movie or something.
The spoon. How do you sing in Bollywood? And